There are patients in the wrestling industry. One past and one present. Poor Renee Young. We're going to talk about, she's well now. I guess as well as you can be after having COVID. Who knows? Could come back anytime. It could be a recurring plague. We don't know enough about it yet, but she recovered, and they weren't happy in the WWE that she told people she had it in the first place. And The Rock just announced that his whole family has it. I wonder if they're going to be mad at him for telling people. This is starting to, I knew sooner or later, just by process of mathematics and all of the computer-generated infection models that I've seen on every single science fiction movie that's involved a plague or a pandemic, that this was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, The Rock, I guess they have recovered. We didn't know about it, and he just announced it yesterday, I think, as we're recording.
Oh, wait, I didn't know I thought he just announced he was sick. He announced he was recovered before he announced he was sick.
Correct. He didn't announce it when he was actually battling the virus.
Well, how the fuck did The Rock stay out of sight for 3 weeks and we not hear about this? He's on the go. He's a popular guy. How could he just stay undercover?
Well, when was the last time you saw him in a video or anything outside of his house?
Well, for fuck's sake, he's making movies all the time. He's goddamn jet-setting around the world. Well, I guess we ain't seen him lately, have we?
No, we haven't.
Well, there you go. It could happen to anybody. What else don't we know?
There's a lot we don't know.
That's why Renee Young was at least open and honest and saying, and you know, as I look at, she's very intelligent. She's very well spoken. What the fuck she see in Moxley? Holy mackerel! Talk about fucking marrying down.
I'm sure they get along great.
Well, I'm sure they do. He'd be stupid if they didn't. When's he going to get that opportunity again? But anyway, so she's well. What?
I don't know where that came from. I'm sure they have a good time partying together.
You know, one fucking insane, attractive, intelligent woman is all you can hope for in your life. You think he's going to find somebody else that pretty and that smart and that well accomplished with everything to marry him again?
He's a rich guy from, well, I shouldn't say he's from Cincinnati. I don't know if that'll be a turn on for women, but he's a rich...
hey, the guy's up there in the Queen City.
He's a rich guy on TV. I'm sure he can I'm sure he's very happy in his marriage. I'm not going to start booking his divorce right now.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm not suggesting they're going to break up either. I'm saying he's very lucky. He won't get another one. He better hang on to that one.
Did you see the quotes from her?
Take out the fucking trash on a regular basis.
Did you see her quotes about this?
Well, I did see them, but you might can fucking re-quote some of them so we can discuss what she had said about the various ways that the WWE treated her.
Okay, I'm looking here. It is from the Sports Illustrated Media Podcast, and here are some quotes. When asked if the rumors were true that WWE was not happy she shared the news about testing positive for COVID-19 on Twitter, Young said, quote, "Yeah, I generally just like to be transparent about everything. I like to just be honest. There's no shame in having got it. Again, we don't know what's going on with anything. We're all trying to figure it out. So when I tweeted that I had it, I wasn't doing it as like, I got COVID. That was not my MO when I tweeted. It was mostly, hey, I have it. Also, in case there were people that could have been around me and maybe seen that I had it, I felt a responsibility to make sure people knew that I was sick. But yeah, it was not well received." Young explained.
Well, wait a minute before you go any further. Obviously, look at the fucking deal. Vince and Linda in the administration at one time, and they're both big Trump fucks. And the governor of Florida is a Trump fuck. That's why he's killed 6 figures of his citizens probably by this time. And the entire apparatus set up to get them to be declared an essential business, and the money that went to the election campaign. And the same thing as what pig shit's doing. They want everybody to think that the virus wasn't a big deal and nobody was going to have it and nobody was going to get it. And they could go along and do their thing, and they were downplaying the whole 9 yards. And then she's on their television, one of their most recognizable figures, and very early, yep, I got it. So, of course, they were fucking pissed.
Young explained that after her tweet, she went to bed and woke up with some texts. Quote, they weren't even like, you shouldn't have posted it, but it was like, we wish you would give us a heads up. It was bad for PR and whatnot. But again, I wouldn't have even thought to be like, hey guys, I'm going to tweet that I have COVID, haha. Like that was not what I was thinking about when I posted it. Young was then asked, do you think WWE handled everything with COVID as well as they could have? They never shut down. Do you think they should have shut down? And she said, listen, anything I say on this is going to end up seeming like controversial or like I'm shitting on it or whatever. But yeah, did I feel a little slighted? I didn't really feel like anyone was all that concerned that I got sick. That bothered me for sure. But it's hard to say. Again, it's like shit. The show goes on, and now they're working at the Amway Center, and they're essentially doing the best that they can do now. Now doing the proper tests. I think that was something that should have been implemented from the beginning. Since everything that's gone down, and however many people ended up getting sick, now it feels like a much safer environment. Even when I was there for SummerSlam, I was definitely less concerned about it, knowing that everyone in the building had been properly tested with a nose swab and whatnot. And then she talked about her future plans and how happy she is to stay home for a while.
Well, I can identify with that. So, but she's now she's got to fucking sit there at home with Moxley. Holy mackerel! I wonder if he comes in the house. Is he always in like the garage or the basement storage room or out in the parking lot? And if he does come in the house,
or by a fence.
By a fence.
That's
yeah,
my favorite one still. That's
out
still
by the back fence. He's always there. And if he does come in the house, I wonder if first he plays his music and instead of just walking in through the garage, if he just walks all the way around in the front yard, the empty front yard, comes up across the goddamn front porch and in the door that way. Holy mackerel.
Hey, we have more COVID news with professional wrestling.
Okay.
I have an article here from a site called Wrestling Inc. The author is Austin Lee.
Well, now, what do we know about these people?
It sounds like a generic indie name. I'm not sure.
Is this something we should be disseminating? Do we have is this the Washington Post or the National Enquirer?
I'm not sure, but it has direct quotes here, so that's why I'm...
Direct quotes. All right, well, then we'll go with direct quotes. See, we're a fact-finding show, first and foremost.
The headline, AJ Styles reveals he tested positive for COVID.
What? Holy shit. When was this?
The phenomenal one, AJ Styles, recently went on Twitch and offered his well wishes for The Rock, as it was reported earlier that The Rock and his family have been diagnosed with COVID. During the discussion, Styles revealed that he recently tested positive for the virus as well. Here's a quote. A lot of people don't know or realize, but I also tested positive a few weeks ago. It may have been a month ago.
Goddamn, wouldn't you remember?
I feel for people that have to deal with this, but my personal experience with it was that I didn't have any problems with it. Hopefully The Rock and his family are safe and everyone is taken care of and not having many symptoms. That sucks for him and his family, and hopefully they're getting through it fairly quickly. I went through it, and I was one of the lucky ones. I didn't have many symptoms, kind of had a headache, and not much else. I was pretty lucky. I hear that The Rock and his family are no longer contagious, so hopefully everyone is on the mend. So much conflicting information has come out about this thing, so who knows what to believe with it.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, go ahead. There's more. Go ahead.
He said, I feel very lucky to be walking on God's flat earth.
No, he didn't.
No, I added that last one.
All right. Gosh. All right. But so when did AJ, God damn it. We can't get through this fucking program today. When did he disappear for 2 weeks or more recently? Hasn't he been working on TV?
I don't know. I think he's on SmackDown since he ran away from Paul Heyman. And by the way, I think Paul Heyman's now at SmackDown too. So that's funny, but
oh, God.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure when exactly.
Well, we got to go back and see what. Because now, wait a minute. Because was it 2 weeks ago? Was it a month ago? What you would remember? Because when they told him, well, see now, goddamn it, here now. I'm smelling something.
So I guess you don't have COVID.
What? he obviously had to quarantine for 2 weeks. So then when did he just gives a rough time frame where he had to stay away from his entire family for 2 weeks, or couldn't go to work for 2 weeks, or how did they hide that he was not around for 2 weeks, or did we just not notice that he wasn't on the show, or whatever the fuck? But I need the cult members out there need to narrow this down. Or is AJ doing more of the flat earth stuff where there's more stuff that needs to be discussed about this? I want to know when he was quarantined for 2 weeks away from everybody and why he doesn't remember those exact dates. If I ever get 2 weeks where I don't have to interact with one other human being, I'm going to write that down and put it on a gold plaque on the fucking wall.
What are the chances he actually self-quarantined?
What if you are specifically told, yes, you are goddamn sick, you have COVID-19, he's going to want to be around his fucking family, his kids?
He's AJ Styles. He's not known for making good decisions.
Okay, would they want to be around him?
I can't answer that.
I think we need to determine whether or not maybe he just had the fucking rockin' pneumonia or the boogie woogie flu, and he was fucking making a mountain out of a mole virus.
Flat Earth.